What a week it has been, and we're not done yet. One final push to the finish. Welcome to stage 5 of the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge. And so, the final day dawned on what has been a battle of the best for the last 5 days. And in the fight for the podium, this one was far from over. It was an all-out sprint to the finish line. Nacho Quintero on the Hero didn't have the best day. We have seen flashes of pace from the Chilean rider, but today he struggled. 7th fastest, and he would have to settle for 6th overall. Adrian van Beveren came into this morning 100% able to stick it on the podium. But again, navigational challenges hampered his progress. Starting early on in the stage, always a difficult task. 5th fastest today and 5th overall in the rally.
I gave my best actually every day, so I have no regret. Couldn't achieve the result I was looking for coming here. But yeah, this is racing. We will go back home, regroup and train again for the next one.
Luciano Benavides has had a quiet Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge and, like VBA, did what he needed to do to get in the fight. But he wasn't happy on the bike. The best he could muster was 3rd in the stage, and that was only enough for 4th overall.
I struggled a little bit to get the rhythm, and yeah, I didn't feel so comfortable. So happy with the result here in one piece, healthy and ready for the next one.
And so to Tosha Schareina, what a rally the Spaniard has had. Another stage win today gives him a total of 4, including the qualification stage. But that has meant he's opened the sand more than anyone else, and that's cost him time. The pace has been there, perhaps the strategy less so. He could have won this rally, no question. Today, he recovered to finish 3rd overall.
It was not an easy rally for us, outside of my comfort zone here in the dunes. But yeah, if you want to be world champion in a world championship, you have to be fast in all of kind of terrain. So we have to adapt and improve.
Making it 2 Hondas on the podium and going one better than Schareina was Ricky Brabec. Consistency has been the name of the game for the American. With exactly 0 stage wins this year, it goes to show that playing the right strategical game counts for so much in the bike category. Brabec has done just that, 2nd overall.
You know, after 5-6 days, 7-8 days of riding in the dunes out here in Dubai, I'm really happy how my knee and my leg feels. So this is a really big positive going home from here, and also I'm healthy to go home. So this is really good, and yeah, looking forward to the rest of the year.
But up front, KTM's Daniel Sanders. It's been a game of determination, strategy and speed, and Sanders has played a blinder. It's worth noting every competitor since 2022 to have won Dakar and Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge in the same year has turned that success into a world title. Is it Sanders' time?
Yeah, finally got to the finish line here in 1st, and yeah, a lot better feeling than the last time I was here. So it's good to go 3 in a row and feeling good. We're enjoying riding, and the KTM is on fire. So yeah, I'm loving it.
His final winning margin, 5 minutes and 47 seconds back to Brabec, with Tosha Schareina just 17 seconds further back in 3rd. 2 Hondas on the podium, but it's KTM who reigns supreme. And this is how the championship stacks up. Sanders on 63 points, 17 clear of Schareina, with Brabec 3rd, 9 further back. Today marks a massive challenge for Michael Doherty. He has won every single stage of the event in the Rally 2 class so far, and not only is he now itching for the overall win, but also for that clean sweep of stage victories. The South African set off into the stage, but by kilometre 87 it wasn't looking good. He was down on the splits to this man, Tobias Ebster. Another rider not prepared to leave without at least one stage win. The young Austrian was flying, but engine failure again a major concern. He could hear a rattle and backed off to limp the bike home. Stage win gone, but third overall confirmed.
I'm really getting that step closer to the factory guys, let's say. So I hope I can be one of them in the next Dakar, and this definitely gave me a great experience for navigation and out there in the dunes. I love Abu Dhabi.
Ahead of him came Konrad Dabrowski. It's been a spectacular effort from the young Polish rider who once again has proved to the world his pace. Every time he gets on the bike, that pace is getting faster. Second overall here in Abu Dhabi.
First of all, when I came to the race, it was my race to test the new bike. It was my first time on the new model. So we thought in the beginning that I will be sort of an underdog, you know, like trying different stuff and maybe not racing to my full potential from the start. But yeah, I'm really surprised and happy about how I rode.
But up front and capitalising on Ebster's engine issues, it was Michael Doherty. Another stage win confirmed, but more importantly than that, the overall victory here in Abu Dhabi. The South African has been stupendously good. It's been art to watch him out on the stages. Michael Doherty, your 2025 Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge winner in the Rally 2 class.
It's been an incredible week. I've really enjoyed this rally. Yeah, I'm proud with my progress and yeah, taking basically my first W2RC overalls, which is awesome, unbelievable, and yeah, just so happy.
Doherty leads home Dabrowski and Ebster then, and a quick word as well for Rui Barbosa, fourth on his first ever Rally Raid event. Ebster, though, still riding high off that great result at the Dakar. He leads the championship on 46 points, but Doherty now just 4 behind on 42. In the Mali Moto class, Hamdan Al Ali won the category after a week-long battle with British rider Tom Childs. But it was Al Ali who hung on for an emotional finish.
I can't wait for the next desert challenge, so it was really nice. The last 4 days was really tough. We got a lot of punishment, but this stage was like a reward to us. So it was very nice, very smooth, and finally I did it.
Back to four wheels now, and the drama's continued for Abdulaziz Ali. These shots coming in from yesterday, more mechanical gremlins. 2025 has just not been the local star's year. Marek Lodge, meanwhile, should have been in the fight for the overall win, but that penalty yesterday put paid to that. A stage victory today, a small consolation. France's Gaëtan Martinez has been strong and consistent. He stayed out of trouble and capitalised on others' mistakes. A brilliant ride sees him on the podium, second overall. But out front, it's been a long time coming. Antanas Kanopkinas has been there every day. His riding spot on, and with 2 stage wins, today he rode smart and cruised to overall victory.
If you want to win, you need to have a very good team. Only then you can achieve the success. And the success with the CF Motorsport Racing team is very huge. So 1 more podium and very nice job for both of us. We always cover each other and care for each other. It's like a family, you know.
Finally, after 5 full days of competition, Kanopkinas confirmed his victory by over 26 minutes from Martinez, with Lodge in third. It's the first championship scoring round of the year for the quads, so Kanopkinas leads on 25, Martinez second on 20, Lodge 16 and Vilkelec on 13 points.
T1 Plus, the ultimate cars, the ultimate class and the ultimate cast. Loeb and Ekstrom had fallen by the wayside. Demevius, Guthrie and Al Rajhi were all out of contention. Quintero had third spot wrapped up, but no chance of overall victory. So on the final day, we were down to Lucas Moraes versus Nasser Al Attiyah for the title of Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge Champion 2025. After 12.5 hours of racing, almost 1,750 kilometres of driving, the gap between them was a paltry 41 seconds. This was a fight between two heavyweights, but forget the rumble in the jungle or the thriller in Manila. This was a duel in the dunes, a struggle in the sand to determine who's the daddy in Abu Dhabi. With all eyes on that titanic tussle, it was yesterday's winner, Eric Gaspari, who led them out this morning from Mazira at 9:50 a.m. with 167 timed kilometres to the rally finish in Abu Dhabi. But the Pole was one of several drivers who ran into problems on the route. At the first time check, he was second fastest, but at km 38, his Toyota Hilux came to a standstill. He had to abandon this last special. Next on our stopping list were the two X-Raid Minis, Guillaume de Mevius and João Ferreira. Ferreira got going again relatively quickly, but de Mevius lost nearly 2 hours. And there was one more ultimate car that failed the ultimate test today. This one far more significant though, in terms of profile and potentially the World Championship. I'm talking, of course, about Yazeed Al Rajhi. The pre-race favourite had a sizable lead in the W2RC following his victory at the Dakar, and was very clear his aim here had been simply to make sure he finished the rally and didn't have a calamitous result in terms of the season-long competition. So this final day DNF because of engine problems was especially gut-wrenching for the Saudi. A more positive story came from one of Al Rajhi's overdrive companions. Juan Cruz Jacopini leapt up to 4th on the special and into 4th overall. Jacopini is usually overshadowed, but today he was overwhelmed.
Very happy to finish the race in a good result. The strategy was not to push too hard and not to take risk in this race, because I think that if you take risk, it's too easy to make a big mistake and you go back home. Really happy of what we make with Dania and the team, so I'm happy, and let's see how we continue this year.
And so to our top 3 on stage 5, which as it turned out are also the top 3 overall, and in the same order. In their Toyota Gazoo Racing Hilux, Seth Quintero and Dennis Zentz finished 3rd overall for the 3rd time, following the T1s last year, the cars in 2023 when he won the T3s.
It was a good rally all in all. Ended up P3 overall, so obviously really good points, and to have the team do a double podium. A little bit different than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more of a marathon, and the one day we didn't sprint is where we lost our time. And but yeah, we're still not too far away from the lead, so happy with the pace all week. Top 10 at Dakar, top 3 here in Abu Dhabi, and hopefully when we go to South Africa, it'll be a first place. So we'll just keep moving forward.
Our rally raid concludes with that showdown for the trophy. Lucas Moraes, the Brazilian, had 41 seconds to make up on the race leader, but unfortunately for him and Armand Mondleon, their Toyota, like the others on the course today, found the conditions and the terrain in the early stages very testing. With the Dacia coping far better with the challenges of the day, Nasser Al Attiyah quickly made up ground. Of course, all he needed to do was follow Lucas's tracks and keep out of trouble. But he did much more than that, gaining 35 seconds by the first checkpoint and another 35 by the second. With half of the distance completed, Moraes had stopped the rot a little, but he and Mondleon knew they would need the Qatari to slip up if they were to snatch an unlikely overall victory. Nasser, though, isn't a 4-time winner here for no reason, and that never looked likely. In fact, he and Edouard Boulanger were now 1:52 in front and heading into the home straight. It was an extremely close contest over the 6 days of racing, but in the end, the Toyota wasn't quite its rival's equal. Nonetheless, Moraes moved on to the championship podium with 59 points, and placing 2 men on the rally podium has cemented Toyota's hold on the manufacturers' competition. But that was of little comfort to an extremely disappointed runner-up.
Yeah, I really want to win. But Nasser is one of the greatest of all time, so it's hard. But hey, last year we have a crazy race here with the fire in the car, and this year we were fighting for the win. But no, it's just because I love this sport, and you know, I'm dedicating 110% of this. We are so close, but again, it's hard to beat that guy, and we got to keep fighting South Africa next.
Bad luck, Lucas, and well done to him and his co-driver. But there were no tears for our champion, who adds a 5th Abu Dhabi title to his 5 Bedouin trophies. We are running out of superlatives for the Qatari king, who is surely one of the best we've ever seen, if not the actual GOAT. The Dacia Sand Rider lived up to its name this week, rode its way to glory, with Al Attiyah and Boulanger surfing the wave of success in the UAE. Tahanina Ayuha El Batal. Great job, champ.
It was really a tough weekend, and it's not easy, but okay, we managed last 3 days. We push a lot, and we are really quite happy to win 5th times here in Abu Dhabi. It's really a big thing, you know, and Lucas, he did a good job, you know, he drive very well. And yeah, now to lead the world champion, this is really amazing.
What a race, what a rally. Abu Dhabi has been everything we wanted, and the desert has certainly been a challenge. But Nasser loves it. 2:28, the margin of victory. Congratulations too to Lucas and Seth. Which means in the World Championship, having picked up 70 points in January, Al Rajhi collected precisely 3 in February, and Al Attiyah is now top of the tree ahead of South Africa.
Over to the Challenger class then, and like so many other categories in this year's Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge, it was also gonna go down to the wire in the fight for overall honours. Up front, Dania Akeel carried a 5-minute lead into the day. All the pressure on her shoulders to hang on to it though, getting the balance between not taking risks but not losing too much time, always difficult to judge. Behind her, Pau Navarro, and he had no choice other than to throw everything at the final stage. The Spanish driver gave it his all, and by kilometre 87, he was up on Akeel, but would it be enough? A quick word too for this man, Adam Koos. He rounded out the top 5 here in Abu Dhabi. A good result. While the fight for the win raged on, further back, Yazeed Al Rajhi took another stage victory, ruining those problems on stage 3. Had he not lost that 30 minutes, he too would have been right in the fight. Marcus Baumgart has been another standout contender this year. In the unmissable yellow machine, he charged to 3rd overall in the Challenger category.
I'm very happy to finish this day, this race with this car. It's for us first time. It's fantastic.
Meanwhile, up front, Pau Navarro was still charging, but it wasn't to be. In an epic battle, he would leave this year best of the rest.
We came here in the search of good points, and I think that we did a good job. We were going safe all the race. For Jan also, it was his first race in the Rally Raid Championship, and yeah, happy to be second.
Which left Dania Akeel. It has been an incredibly mature drive from the Saudi Arabian, making barely any mistakes and playing a clever strategy. She's rewarded with her first ever top step in a W2RC event.
My first W2RC win feels fantastic. It comes with a lot of intention, a lot of work, a lot of focus, and a lot of effort. It doesn't just arrive. You have to do your part. The team did their part perfectly. Stefan was excellent. Not just managing the navigation, but managing the mood in the car, the focus, the solidity. It was a strong team, strong car, and I hope we'll be stronger drivers every race.
It's a BBR Motorsport top 4, led home by Akeel, 3 minutes and 28 seconds clear of Navarro, with Baumgart, Saidan and Koos completing the top 5. And in the title race, Cavigliasso leads Navarro by just 9 points, with Schareina 17 further back.
The 34th edition of the Desert Challenge started with the focus on home hero Mansour Bilhile, who won the SSV's title on home soil 12 months ago. In the end, it didn't quite work out.
We came with a mission of defending our position for last year, and we tried our fully best. I promise you guys, next year we will keep the fight on.
Mansour's father, Yahya, has the extraordinary accomplishment of having taken part in every single edition of this rally. Overnight, he was third overall. It would have been a great story, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. He and Mohamed Hamri were second last today and dropped off the bottom step. Replacing them in the top three at the very last, the Portuguese pairing of José Nogueira and Arcelio Couto. A combination of steady Eddie driving and others' bad luck led them to a second third place result and the podium with a gap of just under 10 minutes. Fifth today, but holding on to second overall, Italian Enrico Gaspari, his best result in 4 appearances.
I love Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge. For me, is the best rally in the championship.
But that is only half the story. Gaspari's regular co-driver is Fausto Motta, who was in Turkey the week before flying to the UAE.
My co-driver is located in Istanbul airport for the snow, yes. And the mechanic of the team said me, if you want, I can navigate with you. Yes, Anton is a fantastic guy. And during the day, navigate, and in the night, working on the car. It's a fantastic guy.
Extraordinary, and chapeau to Antoine Lecourbe. Also extraordinary, Jeremias Gonzalez Ferrioli and Jose Sebastian Cezana, who won every single race day, a feat that has never before been achieved in this class.
We enjoyed the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge from the beginning to the end. We love the dunes, the car was built for the dunes, so we really have fun. And well, hopefully we can return the following year.
It's a Can-Am Maverick top 4 led home by Ferrioli, nearly an hour and a half clear of Gaspari, with Nogueira, Bilhile Sr. and Michele Chinotto completing the top 5. And in the title race, Pinto still leads, but Gaspari has closed the gap from 25 to 11 points. Bilhile Jr., Fournier and Chinotto also picked up some points.
Oh,